Okay, now we're going to record the application for AddressBook. So as I said already, we have bot flows. Bot flows are our application. So I'll just guide you through it. So there's a number of applications already here, but I will just create a new one just for this demo purposes. Let's call it Andrea's second application. So let's give it a nice icon. We can see this one, for example, and a nice core. A little bit this, okay, and it's Andreas AddressBook application. Okay, then the next step is to check the connector, and the connector is really the AIS connector to which environment we are doing this. So quickly see, okay, we use the height development connector. Now it's using the orchestration. So it can use authentication on execution. It can authenticate with the connector, which we're doing now. And we can use orchestrations, business functions, or table queries. So let's see, okay. I know there is an orchestration which I can use, which is called new address book with maps. So I'll use that one. And I just, okay, generate payload. And now it's executing the orchestration to see, okay, which fields are in there to run. So next step is display. I will use a standard application. I will assign it to a specific role, which is hide admins at this moment. And I will also assign it to a specific menu. We have a menu called JDE Talks, which you saw before. So it will be added to that menu as a standard application. In the meantime, you see the payload here. So I will not use all the fields here. So I will just remove a few ones, just because I will use an address book component we have also, which can work with Google Maps. So I will just remove these ones. And then we have three fields. So the alpha name field, okay, I will just make it required. I will just say, okay, alpha name, I will just replace with full name. And I will just say, okay, it has a maximum length, and the maximum length is 30. Okay, and then I have mandatory, so then I'll go to text ID. I will do the same. I will just say, okay, the published name is text number. It is also required, and the length I need to have is also a max. Sorry, the length. Where's my length? Field config. Okay, maximum length is also, let's just say 20. And I have business unit. The business unit can be a search field. That's very specific, so it's different than another field. So I can have a search form available. I have one here, so I just quickly select that one, and I will copy that into the search form. Let me see here. I'll just copy and paste that one in the search form. Now it's loading that form. And then I see that I have different values I can use in the columns. So I'll just pick one of them, and I will just, okay, say filtering on certain columns you need to do. Okay, so I've got those ones, and I also make that a required field. So that's also the three fields now. Now I can also say, okay, I just want to have for the display, for example, an image. So I want to have a logo in here. Just add a logo. I can have an image URL. For example, I take Quistor one. I just also want to make sure that it's containing, so it's really having the same field here. And now I can also see this fields here and the logo here. I will have a more generic one for address. So I put address, for example, here, the address field, and I'll just make it a bit bigger. Now, this is an address component which I can completely set up. So, okay, for this I will just say, okay, it is required. It uses the orchestration field, so it uses address line 1. It uses the publish name address. And for the field config, I will just say, okay, street will be address line 1. City will be matched to city. State I will leave open. Country, I will just say, okay, this is going to be the country. Postal code will be postal code. There's all data it's fetching from the orchestration, so it's all there. I will allow map visualization. I will allow a formatted address, so to upload that in JDE Edwards. Let me quickly see if I got everything. It looks like that. So now we have a mobile, a little application doing AddressBook updates. I don't configure the response. I also don't do advanced features and attachments now. So this is the overview. And if I just say now create, now it's creating that application. It's creating there. Let's see if it's uploading the form view. We see now it's disabled, so I'll just enable it here. And then you see that it is already starting now. And then I will see it directly. When it's enabled, I will see it also in my personal menu at that moment. So now if I go to the app menus again, and now we have this JDE Talks menu with a number of applications. If I go there, it's Andrea's second application. You see here the form. So I just can add, okay, I will just add, for example, Andrea Istrate. I'll give her a different text number this time. So 3000. I will have a business unit. You see here the search field is popping up based on the search form we created. So I just use Eastern. Okay, and now here I can just add a Google Maps address. So if I just look at Quistor, Burden of Zoom, for example, okay, that's that address. If I just type submit now, it's executing the orchestration in the background and setting all the data correctly and updating JDE Edwards. So you see the address book record here is 68321. We'll just quickly go into JDE Edwards. If we just type in that number, you see it's Andrea Istrata here, and the address is Steenbergsestraat 49 in Bergen op Zoom, which was also the address Google Maps generated. So everything there is quite easy to show. So in 7 minutes, I showed the application, I showed the menus, I connected with the menus, and I also created a little app. So hope this helps you showing how easy it is to create applications in Orchestratorbot.